I hope you have nightmares about me.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Any Last Words. As always, I'm your host, Joe, and tonight we're going to be talking about horror movie Mandela effect. Now, before we get started, I just wanted to ask, is it just me or did everyone else have a shit ton of Halloween candy left over this year? Thought that was kind of weird. Kind of weird. Not complaining about possibly getting diabetes, because, I got a sweet tooth. I love candy. Um, just kind of sad, just didn't get as much this year. It's kind of weird. Maybe it's kind of an odd thing to say, but last year when we didn't have a vaccine, I noticed a shit ton of people just going out and going trick or treating, and then this year everyone's vaccinated and they're like, eh, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? Hey, Richard, thanks for joining. I hope you're having fun. I don't know if you're still in New Orleans or if you came back home or not, but hope you had a safe trip. I hope you had a fun trip. But yeah, tons and tons and tons of leftover Halloween candy. I don't know, just me. And I noticed there were a lot of Waldos walking around. I guess I was not aware that Waldo was a hot topic for this year. I don't know. I didn't even know. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't do anything. Yesterday was my birthday, so I did not do a live stream, obviously. So I'm doing one today. Yesterday I decided to do absolutely fucking nothing because it's my birthday. It's my right to do what the fuck I want. So, let's see. Give it out to Christmas carolers. We don't get those. That'd be kind of cool, though. That'd be kind of cool. But no, I'm just going to be greedy and eat it. And then my parents absolutely got no children. Not one child came to their door. So they ended up sending me with a bunch of theirs, which, I mean, yay and nay, because I buy a lot of the hard candies and the sour candies, and they buy a lot of chocolate. So now I have a mix of both. So that's kind of nice. I like that. Not even unpacked yet. My lord. And you know what? That bag's probably going to sit there for the next couple months until you realize that you can't find a shirt or a pair of pants or a pair of shorts that you've been missing. And then once you open that bag, you're like, that's where I left them, in that bag. So, okay, guys. So yeah, tonight's episode. Hey, Fabrizio, thanks for joining. Tonight's episode, I wanted to do horror movie Mandela effects. And it's only a couple of them, but I thought it'd be fun if we did these all together. I'm going to give you two options, and I'm going to let you guys guess which one you think it is. Um, and it's kind of, I don't know, Mandela effects always kind of intrigued me, if you will. And if you're not sure what a Mandela effect is, the definition of a Mandela effect is a phenomenon in which a person or a group of people have a false or distorted memory. Some believe that the Mandela effect is proof of alternate realities, while others blame it on fallibility of human memory. What do you guys think? Do you think we have alternate realities? Do you think that um, the different realities are smashing against each other, maybe from the halogen collider, or is that what you call it? Hydrogen collider, halogen collider. I don't know, but it creeps me the fuck out. The particle smasher dealy thingy. Let's see. You had a boring Halloween and didn't do nothing. Aw, that sucks. You saw the box and haven't opened it yet. You're welcome for the mystery box, Richard, and thank you for being my Patreon. I sent a special Halloween gift to all my Patreon supporters out there as a thank you, because everyone gives Christmas presents and stuff. So I was like, I'm going to give a Halloween present. It's not much, but it's something that I liked because there was leftovers of it. But yeah. Drink enough tequila, anything is possible. That's very true. Yesterday you saw Rocky Horror Picture Show, and Tim Curry, before being a clown in the movie, was a sweet Travis T from Transsexual Transylvania. Creature of the night for sure. All right, let's get into these horror movie Mandela effects. You guys ready? Okay, let's start with. Okay, I was like, oh crap, did I push the button and the picture came up? Okay, let's start with the first one. This one, kind of, I don't know. I was kind of like either or, I'm not sure. But what did Frankenstein's monster have on his neck? Was it bolts or electrodes? What did Frankenstein's monster have on his neck? Bolts or electrodes? I'm going to give you guys a second to answer that question before I tell you the answer of this Mandela effect. Okay. Okay, the answer is electrodes, apparently. I thought they could have been either or, but apparently they're electrodes. And supposedly in the book, he has neither. Interesting. So there you go. Oh, let's see. You finally got some Cheeto mac and cheese. I've yet to try it. Sounds really good though. Richard said bolts. They're not bolts, they're electrodes. Sorry. We were both wrong. So let me know which Cheeto mac and cheese you got, because there was 3 kinds. So just curious which one you got. The next one is The Exorcist. Now this one did kind of play a trick on me too. You guys may or may not be surprised. You guys may know the answer because you might have seen this movie like a bajillion times. This one is The Exorcist. When Reagan is tied to the bed, does she have a feeding tube in her nose, or does she not have a feeding tube in her nose? A feeding tube or no feeding tube in her nose when she's tied to the bed? Fabrizio says she has a feeding tube. Okay. And she does have a feeding tube. But apparently there's another part in, like, when she whips around in the bed, she doesn't have it all of a sudden. I don't know. I kind of thought she didn't have a feeding tube, but I guess she does. So, yeah, she's got a feeding tube. Kind of tripped me out. I don't know. I've only seen that movie a few times. It's a pretty gnarly movie. I know, like, reading about the history of it and watching documentaries on it. It was very much something very new at the time, and people were just so repulsed and freaked out. They had like PTSD. People were vomiting in and out of the theater from it. Yeah, there's some disturbing scenes in it that I don't necessarily like watching with little kids. So I've seen it a few times. And it's not one that I'll go back and watch. I can appreciate the movie for what it is. I don't think it's a shitty movie whatsoever. I think it's a great movie. But like I said, there's just some scenes in there I don't really care to watch little kids do. So we'll leave it at that. So let's see. Richard also said feeding tube. Adam got the bold and cheesy Cheeto mac and cheese. You know what? I like the jalapeno cheese one. That one was the best, I think. But you may like bold and cheesy. Let's see. The next one is going to be what year was this movie? 1994. Anne Rice's iconic vampire novel turned to film, starring Tom Cruise as the famous vampire Lestat, is named what? Is it Interview with a Vampire or Interview with the Vampire? And I know this is one that people have argued about for a very, very, very long time. So what do you guys remember it being called? Interview with a Vampire or Interview with the Vampire? These almost feel like just trivia questions at this point. I agree, Richard. Horror was great back because it was all new. Now it's all been done. It has, or redone over and over again. Let's see. And Richard says Interview with the Vampire. And you are right. It is Interview with the Vampire. I think I was watching something where they say people might be getting confused by it because in the German translation, it's Interview with a Vampire. So that's where people might be getting confused from it by. I don't know. But I always thought it was Interview with a Vampire. I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I guess maybe it's just the way people have just said it. Just hearing it, not reading it, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I just always knew his interview with a vampire. I don't care. I love Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise. They are just, I don't know about now, but whatever. Let's see, what's the next one I have on here? Oh, okay. The 1984 film's Gremlin. What is the name of the leader of the evil Magwas? Is it Stripe or Spike? Stripe or Spike? Now this one I got wrong. Yeah, interview with Brad Pitt. I'd love an interview with Brad Pitt. That would just be fucking amazing. So, but what was the name of the leader of the evil Magwas? Was it Stripe or Spike? Hey Joe, thanks for joining. It says Stripe. Let's see. And the answer is Stripe. Richard got it too. He said Stripe. I always thought it was Spike. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why, but I always thought it was Spike. Until I think last year when we watched it at Christmas time, I was like, wasn't his name Spike? Or is there another gremlin named Spike? And I just got confused as a kid and was just like, Spike's a badass name and he's a badass Magua. Like, oh, I don't know. But I seriously always thought that it was Spike. I don't know. Let's see. Are they evil or misunderstood? Probably a little bit of both. Spike would make sense. That's how I felt. Like it would just make more sense to give him a badass name like Stripe. Kind of falls flat for like the head honcho of the evil Magwas. It kind of falls flat. Spike just sounds better. I mean, how many like cheesy ass 80s movies, whether they're horror or not, I don't know if there's any horror movies that had a guy in there named Spike, but you got like that badass biker guy and his name's Spike. I'm Spike. It just makes sense. I don't know. Just me. And I have one more for the evening. This one really fucked with me a lot. I don't know if you guys are going to get this one or not. Let me take this banner down because we're done with this one. This one got me. This one really, really, really got me. More than the other ones did. But Scary Movie 2. When the butler was helping David Cross's character, the guy in the wheelchair, when he falls out of the chair and the butler goes and he like reaches out to help him. You know this scene. This scene right here. The infamous scene from all of the Scary Movie films. Okay, so what does he say exactly? Does he say, take my strong hand, or does he say, take my hand? In 2001 is when Scary Movie 2 came out. Holy shit, that was literally 20 years ago. How old was I 20 years ago? I was 17 20 years ago. Holy shit. Oh, I'm glad I'm not 17 anymore because 17 kind of sucked. So Richard said, take my strong hand. Okay. I just want to show it one more time because I love this scene so much. I want to watch the Scary Movies now. I really do because I love these movies. They were fucking hilarious. Well, I think the third one, I think it was the third one where it got to where it just wasn't that great anymore. The first and the second one were definitely the best. The second one was the best of them all. But believe it or not, he actually says, take my hand. I always thought he said, take my strong hand. The fuck? He always talks about my strong hand. I gotta watch that movie again. I really do. But yeah, apparently he does not say take my strong hand. He says take my hand. And then he's like, no, give me your other hand. And he's like, take my hand. He doesn't say take my strong hand. Can you believe that shit? Like we have to have like multiverses like colliding or something because I honestly don't want to believe that. I really don't want to believe that. How did we get take my strong hand from take my hand? That just doesn't make any sense to me. I think the world's lying to us somewhere. I really do. Really, really do. Adam's family used to be Adam's family long ago. Really? Ooh. Now, do you think that was a rebranding or do you think that was a Mandela effect? What do you guys think? Do you guys know any Mandela effects as far as horror movies go? Because I found a bunch, but these were just some of the ones that I picked. There are some I'm going to do later on, maybe in another segment when I find some more. But that is interesting. You know what? I want to say I do remember the Addams family having two D's in it. Thank you for sharing that, by the way. But yeah, I thought that I want to say I remember the Addams family having two D's in it. What the hell's up with that? They're messing with us somewhere. That Elon Musky guy and that Jim Bezos, Pepto Bismol's guy, they're messing with stuff. They're messing with us. Yeah, and what's the other guy's name? What's his name? Not Steve Jobs. The other guy. You know what I'm talking about. The other white guy. All these white people are messing with our heads. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so those were the Mandela effects in horror movies that I got for this week. I guess I should have got more. I thought 5 was going to be enough. Guess I was wrong. But yeah, I thought that those were super interesting. I never really thought to do Mandela effects in horror movies until I started seeing in my YouTube feed not that long ago, like what was it, like new Mandela effects for 2021, and there was one for like Jif peanut butter, how it's only got one F instead of two Fs now, or it used to be called Jiffy peanut butter or something like that. Thank you, Richard. Bill Gates. That other white guy, Bill Gates. Other little white guy with glasses. But yeah, there's that one. There's also like sweet tarts. Does sweet tarts have two T's or does it have one T? It has, apparently it's only got one T when I've always known it to have two T's. Yeah, it's just an ongoing deal. It's like, how do we all mess that up? How do so many of us mess that up? And we're told that we're wrong, that it was always the opposite. It doesn't make sense. Like Shazam, and because I know there was 2 Shazam movies. I know that. I know that for a fucking fact. But yeah, that was it. That's all I got. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comments below. You guys let me know if you know of any Mandela effects, or if you believe in Mandela effects, because I know a lot of people don't, and some people kind of do. They're just very interesting to me. I find them fascinating. So I think it's crazy how we can all have the same false memory, if you will. Yeah, and then just be proven wrong all the time. I don't know. I'm gonna go eat some more of my 6 pounds of candy that I have left over. And I think I just heard the pizza come in the door. So that'll be good too. Pizza and candy, why not? Yesterday was my birthday, so let the Glut Fest continue. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. If you're not on my Instagram, it's anylastwordsjoe at instagram.com. If you're on my YouTube, make sure you follow me at Facebook or Instagram. Also on Twitch. I don't really log on to my Twitch all that often, but I do stream to Twitch through here because StreamYard's great. You can just plug in all the places that you want to simultaneously stream from, and it just goes for you. And if you guys have any show suggestions, you can send them to me at anylastwordsjoe@gmail.com. I always get excited when you guys send me stuff. It's mostly food stuff. Everybody tags me in food stuff. So, and I'm not complaining, but it makes me very hungry. I'm not going to lie. And sometimes it makes me sad because I'll have really bad heartburn and it's like, I want to eat that, but I can't. So, candy and pizza. Yes, candy and pizza. I don't know if I'm going to put any candy on the pizza. Maybe some of them peanut butter M&Ms. I don't know. Hey, thanks for joining. I'm actually getting ready to get out of here right now, but I appreciate you jumping in. So yeah, you guys make sure you follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch. Email me at anylastwordsjoe.com. I mean, anylastwords@gmail.com. Whatever. So, but yeah, I will see you guys. If I don't see you guys some other time this week, I will see you guys for sure on Friday for Creepy Kitchen. I have a new recipe I want to try out. and it's horror theme as almost always. Almost always. I try to keep it horror themed, but a lot of times you guys send me a lot of stuff that's not horror themed, and that's fine. That's fine because you know your girl loves some food. I love to get down on some grub. But this week it is horror themed. I'm probably going to take next week off because I do have a long day of filming a movie on Sunday, and I got to start getting ready for the holidays here at my house. So I'm probably going to take the week off. I might do some pre-records just to kind of shoot something new out to you guys next week so you guys aren't left with your dicks in your hands. So just saying. All right, guys, I'm going to get up out of here. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. I'll see you later in the week, and I hope you have nightmares about me.